In the last episode of Monotype Madness, we went pure water type only. Now time to turn up the heat with a fire type team. Welcome back to Monotype Madness. This time we will be using a pure fire type team only. For those who don't know and new here, the rules are simple. One type only, no secondary typings, and pure ranked battles only in Pokémon Champions. And now it's time to meet the team. First we have Torkoal, a bulky tank that can set up Sunny Day. This allows my team a huge boost with fire attacks and reduce incoming super effective water type moves thrown at them. Next up is Ninetales, a backup Pokemon to help set up Sun. With its special attack and speed stats allows it to go first and Solar Beam to counter water and ground types. We then have Arcanine. Arcanine lowers opponent's attack with Intimidate as well as having extreme speed to do a quick cleanup to my enemy with low HP. Fourth we have Typhlosion, the big gun. Eruption with Life Orb and Sun Up means it can deal huge chunk of damage to any Pokemon my opponent has. Fifth is Flareon. With its ability Guts allows it to increase its attack 50% plus Sunlight, my Flareon can deal incredible damages with Flare Blitz. Not to mention having quick attack and superpower might come in handy. Lastly is Simisear. With Grass Knot, this counters water and ground type threats, and Focus Blast to deal with walls and rock types. That being said, let's see if we cooked with this team, literally. For the first battle, I wanted to fully utilize Arcanine, especially with Intimidate and Extreme Speed that might come in handy. I sent out Ninetales and Arcanine first to set up Sunny Day and intimidate my opponent. My strat here is to focus the Vivillon first to get rid of the annoying Sleep and Rage Powder threats. Ninetales could have easily taken it down if not for the Focus Sash, but with Arcanine, I can just use Extreme Speed next turn. With 1 HP left, my Ninetales then change target to Talonflame while Arcanine handles the Vivillon. I would then withdraw Ninetales to preserve Sunny Day. My Arcanine then got rid of the Vivillon. My opponent would then send out Mega Blastoise, but thankfully, Simisear was ready with Grass Knot. Blastoise wanted to set up in order to sweep my team, but they didn't know Simisear was a threat.
I'm in danger!
After dealing it to low health, my Arcanine would then come in and knock it out quickly. Meanwhile, the Talonflame just used Brave Bird and knock itself out. Because of that, my opponent decided to forfeit the match. For the second battle, I used Torkoal instead of Ninetales for extra bulk. My opponent used Light Screen to lessen the damage they receive, plus an annoying Sylveon that is spamming Hyper Voice. They even lower my Torkoal's attack further with Parting Shot, so now I have to decide who to prioritize first. The Arcanine is a bulky tank that can deal a lot of damage, or the annoying Sylveon spamming Hyper Voice. I swapped out Torkoal to preserve Sunny Day, and decided to use Grass Knot on Arcanine since that thing surely weighs a ton. Turns out I was wrong, it only tickled it.
Bruh.
It's a good thing my team are special attackers since Arcanine has stamina, increasing its defense every time I hit it. Thankfully, Typhlosion did quick work with Focus Blast one-shotting it. My opponent decided to use Fake Out on Arcanine to get rid of it, but Arcanine hanged on.
Not even close, baby!
This then let my Typhlosion wide open and was able to use Eruption to clean up both of my opponent's team. Thanks to that misplay, my opponent forfeit the match. Battle 3, the most intense match yet. I opened with Torkoal and Simisear, just like I did with the previous battle. I need to first get rid of the Blastoise since it posed a threat to my team. So Simisear used Grass Knot to do some damage to it first, followed by Torkoal but was flinched. My opponent then used Surf, which also damages their own team as well, but that works in my favor since this gives me free chip damage. Torkoal then fired back with Eruption, dealing both of my opponent's Pokemon to low HP. I can get rid of the Blastoise next turn. That was until Blastoise used Surf again, this time wiping all three of us out, including their own Raichu. My Flareon then used Quick Attack to finish the job. Typhlosion then came out to deal damage to Charizard. Scorching Sands hits hard. Thankfully, Typhlosion survives and was in Blaze range, allowing me to one-shot it next turn. My opponent's last Pokemon is Mega Dragonite. With no more Sunny Day and Torkoal gone, my Typhlosion did one final shot at it before going down. This then comes down to a one-on-one battle. We both traded Protect back and forth with each other. That was until Dragonite used Drago Meteor but missed. Allowing me a free hit with Flare Blitz. This puts the Dragonite at low HP, which I would then use Quick Attack to finish it off. Quick interruption. If you guys enjoyed this types of video, make sure to hit that subscribe button as it helps the channel. And now, back to the video. For the fourth battle, everything was going smoothly. My Ninetales used Solar Beam on the Mega Starmie to get rid of the potential threat. My Arcanine then used Wild Charge to finish it off. My opponent then set up Toxic Spikes, which would become problematic for me later on. My opponent then sent out Sneasler, but Arcanine was able to do quick work with it and one-shot it. For the Sinistcha, my Ninetales just burn it with Flamethrower, which leaves the last Pokemon they have, the Glimmora. I try to not use physical attack as much to prevent more toxic debris setup, all while my opponent uses Spiky Shield and Mortal Spin to stall, protecting itself and doing damage when I make contact, as well as giving me poison, so I can only rely on Ninetales to do damage. Thankfully, I was able to burn it to lower the damage of Mortal Spin, plus burn damage chips away its health. Sadly, I made contact with Arcanine, and now 2 sets of Toxic Spikes are waiting for my team. Ninetales then went down, which I sent Flareon. I then let Flareon use Protect to stop myself from getting hurt by the Spiky Shield. Arcanine then sacrificed itself to damage the Glimmora, setting up for Flareon to finish the job. While in Poison, Guts triggers and makes Flareon strong enough to take it down. For the last battle, I went with Ninetales and Simisear first. I wanted to get rid of the annoying Moss Hold first, but it used Protect so it survives a turn. My opponent then disable and encore my Simisear, blocking me from using Focus Blast and can only use it. However, since it is disabled, that means I have to struggle. So I swap Simisear out with Typhlosion instead. My Ninetales then took out the Moss Hold, but was badly poisoned.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
My opponent then sent out my Lodic. Thankfully, Ninetales has Solar Beam to deal with it.
Helicopter, helicopter!
I then swap out Ninetales to prevent another disable, plus stall the toxic damage. My Typhlosion was able to took out the Milotic, and Flareon finish off the Salazzle next turn. All that was left was a Frostlass. However, since both my Pokemon are Fire type, my opponent was at a disadvantage. I then easily took it out. With that, this concludes the Mono Fire type challenge. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you guys next time.